A timeless journey. Life after death in ancient Egypt. Ancient Egyptians believed in a life after death. They saw death as a transition, not an end. Their funerary practices reflect this belief. They went to great lengths to ensure their pharaohs would live forever. The ancient Egyptians developed intricate rituals. They also developed elaborate tombs. These all focused on the afterlife. They strongly believed in preserving the body. They also wanted to provide everything needed for eternity. The essence of eternity. Understanding Ka and Ba. The ancient Egyptians believed in two important spiritual entities. They were called Ka and Ba. The Ka was the life force. It stayed with the body after death. The Ba was the personality or soul. It could move between the worlds of the living and the dead. Preserving the body through mummification was crucial. This allowed the Ka and Ba to reunite. This reunion ensured the pharaoh's continued existence in the afterlife. Preserving perfection, the art and science of mummification. This ancient practice was not just a method of preserving the dead, but a deeply spiritual and ritualistic process that reflected the Egyptians' beliefs about life, death, and the afterlife. Mummification was a complex and sacred process involving numerous steps and rituals that were meticulously followed by the priests. Each step was imbued with religious significance and aimed at ensuring the deceased's safe passage to the afterlife. It took about 70 days to complete the entire mummification process. This period was divided into several stages, each with its own specific tasks and ceremonies. First, priests removed the internal organs, which were believed to be susceptible to decay. This was done with great care using specialized tools designed for the purpose. They placed the organs in canopic jars, which were intricately decorated and inscribed with protective spells. These jars were then buried alongside the mummy to safeguard the organs in the afterlife. The organs preserved in these jars were the lungs, liver, stomach, and intestines. Each jar was protected by one of the four sons of Horus, who were believed to guard the contents. The heart, seen as the seat of intelligence and emotion, remained in the body. It was thought to be essential for the final judgment in the afterlife, where it would be weighed against the feather of Ma'at. The body was then dried using natron salt, a naturally occurring substance that effectively dehydrated the body, preventing decay. This step was crucial for the preservation of the body. Natron is a naturally occurring salt found in dry lake beds. Its desiccating properties made it ideal for mummification as it absorbed all moisture from the body. After drying, the body was cleansed and anointed with oils and resins. These substances not only helped to preserve the body but also had religious significance, symbolizing purification and protection. Then they wrapped it in layers of linen bandages. The wrapping process was elaborate, with each layer carefully applied and often accompanied by prayers and spells to protect the deceased. Amulets and prayers were placed among the bandages for protection. These amulets were believed to have magical properties that would guard the mummy on its journey to the afterlife. Finally, a death mask was placed over the face. This mask, often made of gold and adorned with precious stones, was meant to ensure that the spirit could recognize its body in the afterlife. This meticulous process ensured the preservation of the body for eternity. The Egyptians believed that the physical body needed to be intact for the soul to live on in the afterlife. It was believed to be essential for the pharaoh's afterlife. The elaborate mummification process reflected the importance of the afterlife in Egyptian culture and their desire to achieve immortality. The sacred journey begins. The opening of the mouth ceremony. After the mummification process, a crucial ritual took place. It was called the opening of the mouth ceremony. Priests performed this ritual. It was done to allow the deceased to eat, drink, breathe, and speak in the afterlife. They used special tools to symbolically open the mouth and eyes of the mummy. This symbolized the return of the senses. This ceremony was essential for the pharaoh's ability to interact with the afterlife. Section 5. Eternal Homes, the Majesty of Tombs and Pyramids. The ancient Egyptians built these magnificent structures to stand the test of time, ensuring their legacy would endure for millennia. Tombs were not merely burial places, they were sacred spaces, meticulously crafted to honor the deceased and provide a sanctuary for their souls in the afterlife. They were considered eternal homes. They were lavishly decorated. The walls were adorned with intricate hieroglyphs and vibrant murals, each telling a story of the life and achievements of the one entombed within. The decorations depicted scenes from the pharaoh's life. These scenes included moments of hunting, ruling and participating in grand ceremonies, capturing the essence of their reign and daily life. They also showed their journey through the underworld. The murals illustrated the pharaoh's passage through the afterlife, guided by deities like Anubis, and the crucial weighing of the heart ceremony. Pyramids, the most famous type of tomb, were massive structures. These colossal edifices were engineering marvels, constructed with precision and immense labor. Pyramids were designed to protect the pharaoh's remains and possessions. The intricate passageways and hidden chambers safeguarded the treasures and mummies from tomb raiders. They also served as a symbol of their power and divinity. The sheer scale and grandeur of the pyramids were a testament to the pharaoh's godlike status and their eternal rule. The size and grandeur of these tombs reflected the importance of the afterlife. The Egyptians believed that a grand tomb ensured a prosperous journey and existence in the world beyond. They also demonstrated the pharaoh's status. The elaborate designs and monumental scale of these tombs were a clear indication of the pharaoh's supreme position in society and their divine right to rule. Section 6. Navigating the Afterlife. The Book of the Dead as Guide. The ancient Egyptians developed funerary texts, which were intricate and detailed manuscripts written on papyrus. These texts were not just mere writings, but were considered sacred and essential for the journey after death. These texts were to help the deceased navigate the afterlife, a realm filled with challenges and unknowns. The Egyptians believed that the afterlife was a complex journey that required guidance and preparation. The most famous of these texts is the Book of the Dead, a compilation that has fascinated historians and archaeologists for centuries. It is a window into the spiritual beliefs and practices of ancient Egypt. The Book of the Dead was a collection of spells, each meticulously crafted to serve a specific purpose. These spells were believed to have magical properties that could protect and guide the soul. These spells were meant to assist the deceased in overcoming obstacles in the underworld, a place filled with dangers and trials. The underworld was depicted as a perilous journey where the soul had to prove its worth. These spells also helped them reach a place of judgment where their actions in life would be evaluated. The judgment was a crucial part of the afterlife journey, determining the soul's fate. There, their heart would be weighed against the feather of truth, a symbolic representation of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. This weighing determined whether the soul was pure and worthy of entering the eternal paradise. The book also contained hymns and prayers, which were recited to invoke the god's favor and protection. These hymns were not just for the deceased, but also for the living, to ensure a smooth transition to the afterlife. These were to ensure a favorable outcome in the afterlife, guiding the soul to a place of eternal peace and happiness. The Book of the Dead remains a testament to the ancient Egyptians' profound belief in life after death and their meticulous preparations for it. Section 7. Riches for Eternity, Treasures and Offerings for the Pharaoh. Pharaohs were buried with a vast array of treasures and offerings. These items were intended to provide for their needs in the afterlife. Tombs contained everything from furniture and chariots to food, jewelry and weapons. The ancient Egyptians believed that these objects would retain their power. This power would be available to the pharaoh in the afterlife. The inclusion of such riches highlights the importance of providing for the deceased's comfort and status in eternity. Section 8. A Final Farewell. The Significance of Funerary Rituals. Funerary rituals played a crucial role in ensuring the safe passage of the pharaoh's soul to the afterlife. These rituals involved a complex series of ceremonies. Priests and mourners participated in these ceremonies. They involved offerings, prayers, and the symbolic reenactment of the pharaoh's journey to the underworld. These rituals provided comfort and reassurance to the living. They also honored the deceased. They were an essential aspect of the ancient Egyptian belief system. Section 9. The enduring legacy, the blend of art, religion, and science. The funerary practices of ancient Egyptian pharaohs were a remarkable blend of art, religion, and science. The Egyptians' artistic skills are evident in the intricate decorations of tombs and the creation of funerary objects. These practices demonstrate a deep understanding of anatomy and chemistry. Their religious beliefs are woven throughout the entire process. These practices offer us a glimpse into their worldview. The ancient Egyptians believed in the immortality of the soul. Section 10. Conclusion. Echoes of eternity. The funerary practices of ancient Egyptian pharaohs continue to fascinate and intrigue us today. These practices reflect their belief in the afterlife. They went to great lengths to ensure their pharaohs would live forever. The ancient Egyptians developed intricate rituals. They also developed elaborate tombs. These all focused on the afterlife. Their beliefs and practices surrounding death provide valuable insights into their culture. Their legacy continues to inspire awe and wonder.